I just watched on Netflix, Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret. So I watched it yesterday, and I watched it today also, coming back from rewatching it again, whatever. Continue on with it on the 29th of May again. I know it's always May recently, isn't it, when I'm doing my videos. So yeah, I still got this new chair, by the way, if you want to. It's just a usual chair that I just got somewhere. I can't remember when it was, but anyway. So my thoughts on this film is all about, I don't know, religion or growing up or whatever, about this girl called Margaret Ann or Margaret whatever, and she has this one part of the family is all white, with her having going to mosque or Catholic or Christian whatever, and the other family wants her to be Jewish or nothing. So that's really interesting to watch. If you watch the film, you know it came out in 2023. I didn't know about it at the time, because when I knew about something, I think, oh, I recognise that film, but I didn't really. So I didn't know it was at the cinema at the time when it first came out in 2023. But never mind. So yeah, I think like I didn't review stuff like When the Crow Cried or something like that. All those sort of films that came out then. I didn't watch those sort of films. I did, but I didn't review them. So because I didn't, not because it was inappropriate or I didn't want to do it. It's just I had loads of things to do, and I feel like the last thing I want to do is do that. If that makes sense. So you heard that. That's just my cat. So what I think about films, this film that I watched today was okayish. Nothing really interesting though. I don't think that I want to say much, because when I watch a film normally, my thoughts on these sort of movies, they're not supposed to be important. It sounds like one of those films like Wicked Little Letters films, or I don't know, and it feels like films like not Wicked Little Letters, but it feels like those sort of movies. It's not a movie like that, but it gets that sort of vibe, going to that vibe of that sort of genre of movies. And it also feels like When the Crow Died, or not died, Crow Cried or something like that. I can't remember what it was. But I watched that some years ago, and it was really, really good. It was strict. It was like really miserable, like, but at the same time it was alrightish to watch, made through. But I did like those old movies. So they moved somewhere else for some weird reason. Not the grandma, because grandma stayed behind. There's another grandma, another grandfather who's Christian or whatever, and I don't really like the family, so they got into a mess later on, but maybe we won't go there. But yeah, there's lots of stuff in this film that's really good to watch about. But when I watch films like these, it's really like that. It's just not. It's appealing, and it's really good subjects to talk about. But I wouldn't say it's stuff like Star Wars or Marvel or Frozen or whatever. It's not going to be a big success, if that makes sense. It's not going to be a big movie hit, or it's not going to be one of those popular films you want to see. It's going to be one of those films you want to see on a Sunday or something like that. It's going to be one of those movies. Because when you watch stuff on a Sunday, it's a Sunday film. It's not a film you want to see forever. It's just going to be one of those meh films. So what I watched today is a meh film. Okay, so I don't find it meh, sadly, because I'm saying sadly because people think it's meh. But I don't think it's meh. I think it's not bad. I think it's good, but only for certain amounts, if that makes sense. So what people do making films, I don't know how they did it, but they've done it so badly they want to make it boring. And there's stuff about the films like periods and religion and growing up and sorting out different sort of things with families, and that's really good as well. And it's a girly film. It's not a boys' film, it's not a girls' film, so I don't know why I said it's girly, but it's a feminine film. It's a feminine, you know what I mean? It's more feminine, and when it's feminine, it's oh, you know what I mean. It's when I can't speak about it, but not because it's inappropriate. It's just I don't want to talk about it because I can't pronounce it properly. But anyway, it's a film about this young girl who's growing up, meets new people from a neighbourhood. I want them to get along with her, to get along with Moosh or something like that. I can't remember his name, but that didn't really happen in the film. If there was a sequel, I don't mind watching it because I like these sort of movies, but I don't love it. I just don't mind watching it, okay, because they're that good, So, well, not bad, but yeah. So put in the comments down below. I know that most my thoughts on reviews are not that long, so I'm just gonna put it out there anyway. I know that my thoughts on reviews are long, but they're not going to be that long. They're my reaction to reviews. So watching these sort of films, it's appealing to some people like me or my family. Not the TV show My Family, but my family anyway. Watches these sort of movies because it appeals to us, or appeals to you, or appeals to anybody who's into these sort of movies. Because that's why I feel like it personally. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I lost the plot. Maybe I don't know this sort of stuff. But I do know that these sort of good films are, well, good. But what do you think? Please comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Before I go, please subscribe. I don't know why people don't do this anymore. Please subscribe. It's not rocket science. Okay, that's it. I know that I watched most films like this later on, months ago or years later or something like that, and I don't review it in the moment. But now I'm doing it now. Okay, happy now? Don't do it much often with these sort of reviews when I just talk about certain movies and that's it. It's not really popular or at the cinema lately. It's just on Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever, and I review them because I want to review them. That's it really. So I'm not going to tell you the plot this in case you want to watch it. It's not going to be on Disney. It's not going to be on Netflix now. So it's going to be somewhere else. But if you want to search up. Hang on, what is it called? I don't know what it's called because I just watched it today and yesterday. So, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. That's the one. So yeah, what do you think? Put in the comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And if you're there, God, well, it's me, Craig. Goodbye.